Game number 2 is live, ladies and gentlemen, here in the final of one of our brackets at the WCS Korea Qualifier. Starting to the bottom left with a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 series, the former NS player, it is MadBull, clenching out a victory in game number 1 on Belcher Vestige against his opponent, who starts on the top left of Whirlwind. This is Sora, who was highly favored going into the tournament itself, into the qualifier, because of his WCG qualifier run that he had just recently, where he defeated opponents like Curious, Seoul, Gumiho, and did quite well against Parting as well, even though he lost the game. But MadBull, oh my god, I mean, this guy is turning into beast mode. He's going for the Mad God mode, and he's really pulling that off. Game number 1, playing a very good game here, going into a double Stargate play to counter his opponent's army composition and making it work, moving it in, sniping the natural and immediately recalling it back, putting that mothership core to some good use. MadBull with a lot of aggression here. Really, really well done. And let's see if he can do that again. Sora is definitely not someone that you should neglect. He's going for the gateway actually at 13 here, whereas MadBull is getting his own gateway just a tiny little bit later with the timing. Same amount of harvesters though. So let's see what exactly MadBull is going to show us this time. Early scout for him on the map already, trying to find out where Sora spawns, and MadBull once again gets the lucky scout. He goes to the top left first. He scouts counterclockwise here, and clockwise, and will see his opponent's base right away, and therefore already get a bit of an inkling of what exactly Sora is up to in the early game. So right now it's going to be quite interesting to see how exactly MadBull is going to play game number 2. The first game really went in his favor when he went for that tech choice. The snipe on the natural was the most important part in the clutch recall. He also didn't lose too many units. That was really important there because Sora was forced to move out. He immediately attacked, and he had to. He had no other choice, but he himself just lost too much and did not do enough damage. Didn't take down that third base. So MadBull with really good timings against his opponent and trying to hide his probe here in plain sight for a second. Probably just didn't put it on move mode. So let's see what exactly MadBull can put off in this game here in particular. To the bottom left of the map currently, we have MadBull with his second gas already going down. So far, both of them cybernetics core on the way. Actually, a lot faster here for Sora, who already has the warp gate research on the way. A lot of chrono boost energy already saved up that he can also use for that. And we have MadBull with a forward pylon here. So it looks like we might actually see him with some proxy action, and the probe is still lingering around. And could definitely drop that right now if you wanted to. Not scouted. Sora doesn't put anything out on the map just yet. MadBull is currently delaying his own warp gate research because he wants to get the proxy. As already mentioned, Stargate is going up here. Sora is scouting. Saw at least at the bottom left that his opponent, well, he doesn't have an expansion just yet, but the timings really don't work out for his scout. He wants to get the second scout in there a little bit later. We have a zealot to the top left still trying to do some damage. And this is a pretty sick situation here for MadBull. If that hasn't scouted, it could do a lot of damage here. We have for Sora, on the other hand, Stalkers now coming into play. He's moving out with his own mothership core, and this time playing this a lot differently from the last guy. I'm getting a lot more gateway units out into the picture first. He's already on 2 gates, and with those 2 gates alone, he already can do a lot of pressure. Getting the third one as well, on the other hand, that definitely puts him in a position where he can play super aggressive and just try to zerg his opponent down. But the Oracle is really now in a position where it will be in the base super fast, and without the warp-in rounds available immediately, that Oracle could do a whole lot. And if that actually happens, and we have the first round of warp-ins down here, all these units could do damage, but if there are a few sentries that can just block the ramp, that would give MadBull a crazy situation in this game. The Oracle is already moving out, and that will do a lot of damage. Here come those warp gates. They are ready, 2 of them, currently in cooldown, and it's time for the Oracle, and that's now the whole lot they can do. Immediately a cancel. He needs to warp in units. He needs those resources, and we have so many of the probes already going down. He also goes straight for the Stalker here that is being warped in, moves back, kills another probe, mining time lost already, but at the bottom left, the force into the main base. We do not have a single sentry. There's just nothing that he can do to stop this army from attacking him, and he's taking down so many units. Sora is on the move right now, and he's sniping one harvester after another, and this is just something that MadBull did not really account for. He has to pull all of his probes. He's moving in, trying to surround the stalkers here, trying to micro his heart out. Another stalker goes down. There are way too many, so much damage already done. MadBull is losing quite a lot here. The army supply currently heavily in favor of Sora, and he's really utilizing this. We have so many of the probes already dead and gone, but they are surrounding another stalker, taking down another one. MadBull really trying to make this work. The worker supply is still in his favor, but another round of warp-ins is already good. Here finally the warp gate research is done and coming into play, but so many of the probes are already dead and gone. 12 harvesters killed. Here comes the Void Ray on the other hand, and the Void Ray alone doing damage. Can it do enough though? No, it can't. Goes down here. We even have immediately another Time Warp being used, since we have one of those stalkers approaching. Another surround here at the front, but MadBull already down to 10 supply, 11 at that, and Sora is taking down the pylon, unpowering both of the gateways, and there's a GG and game as MadBull loses the second map, and therefore we go into game number 3 between Sora and MadBull.